Good morning everyone present here.
Welcome to 2023 exhibition.
We, the students of St. John's School, are here to present you all about the greatest achievements of our former Prime Ministers.
These people played an important role in liberalizing, developing, and making India financially, economically, and technically capable of any challenges.
Let's start with the first Prime Minister of India.
Lal Nehru, anti-colonial nationalist, secular humanist, social democrat, and a brilliant author. Welcome. Today we are going to talk about India's first Prime Minister, who is none other than Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru served India as Prime Minister for 60 years, 1947 to 1964. He has a great hand in India's development as he laid the foundations of ISRO, IIT and IIM. He was a wonderful author. He wrote many books that are still read by people worldwide. His most famous books include Letters from a Father to His Daughter, which he wrote to his daughter Indira Gandhi and anything to discuss Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's early life and career, Prime Minister of India, awards, writings and honors, early life and career. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru was born on 14 November 1889 in Allahabad in British India. His father, Motilal Nehru, a self-made wealthy barrister who belonged to the Kashmiri Pandit community, served twice as the President of Indian National Congress. His mother, Swarup Rani Chusu, who came from a well-known Kashmiri Brahmin family settled down in Lahore, was Motilal's second wife, his first having died in childbirth. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru grew up in an atmosphere of privilege in a wealthy home. His father had educated him by private governors and tutors. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru became an early nationalist during youth. He went to Trinity College, Cambridge in 1907. He graduated with an honours degree in natural science in 1910. After completing his degree, Nehruji moved to London to study law at the Inner Temple Inn. After returning to India in August 1912, Nehruji became an advocate of the Allahabad High Court and tried to settle down as a barrister. But unlike his father, he had very little interest in his profession. Finally, his involvement in politics was to gradually replace his legal practice. Minister of India. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru served as the Prime Minister of India for 16 years, 1947 to 1964. In January 1947, he said independent India would not accept the divine rights of kings. In May 1947, he declared that any princely state which refused to join the Constituent Assembly would be considered as an enemy state. During the draft of the Indian Constitution, many Indian leaders, except Nehruji, were in favor of allowing each princely state to be independent as a federal state. After the adoption of the Constitution in 1949, the Constituent Assembly continued to act as the interim parliament until new elections. Due to his leadership, Nehruji won the elections 2 times in a row. During his tenure, he had many achievements. He laid the foundations of IIT, IIM and ISRO. He also led the country out of the Cold War. In 1955, Churchill declared Jawaharlal Nehru the light of Asia, a greater light than Gautam Buddha, awards, writings and honors. Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, except for being a great leader, was a prolific writer. He wrote The Discovery of India, Glimpses of World History, an autobiography, and Letters from a Father to His Daughter, all in jail. State honors: Star of the Republic of Indonesia, 1995; Bharat Ratna, 1955; Order of the Companions of O.R. Tambo, 2000. The honorific Pandit has been added to his name. for his deeds and doings for the nation. His books, written in Naini jail, are so famous that they are read internationally. He received an honorary doctorate by the University of Mysore in 1948. He also received doctorates from the University of Madras, Columbia University and Keio University. The Hamburg University had awarded Nehruji 2 honorary degrees in the faculties of law and agriculture.
Very refreshing morning to everyone present here. I, Yashika Dikshit of class 8th, stand in front of you all to tell you all about Gulzar Lal Nanda and his achievements. So let's start. Lal Nanda was one of the most prominent Indian politicians. He belonged to the Indian National Congress Party. He played a major role in the history of India. So let's know about him in detail. Jalal Nanda was born on 4 July 1898 in Sialkot, Punjab. He was educated from Lahore, Allahabad and Agra. Gulzar Lal Nanda was also a specialist in labour issues. In 1922 and again for 1942, Sri Nanda was selected to Mumbai Legislative Assembly. He was also elected to Lok Sabha in 1997 general election. Gulzar Lal Nanda was also Minister for Home Affairs in 1963 to 1966. In 1992, he became Secretary of the Allahabad Textile Labour Association, where he worked until 1946. He was imprisoned for Satyagraha in 1932 and again from 1942 to 1944. Greatest achievement was that he was elected as the Prime Minister of India, and by this he became the first acting Prime Minister of India. He was twice elected as the Prime Minister of India, for each after the deaths of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Lal Bahadur Shastri in 1964 and 1966 respectively. He was elected as the Prime Minister of India for a term of 13 days each. That is, he served as the Prime Minister of India for 26 days in total. He had been awarded with the Bharat Ratna, the highest civilian award, for his tireless efforts. 15 January 1998, at the age of 99, he died. The place of his death is Ahmedabad. He would be always be remembered as a great man who not only once but twice served as the Prime Minister of India. The impact of his deeds will be everlasting and will always keep inspiring each and every countryman.
A very mesmerizing morning to everyone present here. I am Avni Jindal from class 8A in front of you to tell you about the tenure and achievements of our second Prime Minister, Sri Lal Bahadur Shastri. Lal Bahadur Shastri was an Indian politician and statesman who served as the Prime Minister of India from 1964 to 1966. He was also a senior leader of the Indian National Congress and a key figure in the national independence movement. He was born on 2nd October 1904 in Mughal Sarai, Uttar Pradesh. His father's name was Sharda Prasad Srivastav and mother's name Ram Dulari Devi. Despite of serving as the Prime Minister for only 2 years, he has many achievements on his name. Before being the Prime Minister, he had also served as the Home Minister of India and introduced the first committee on the prevention of corruption. His dedication to farming and marginalized sectors earned him respect, and so did the Green Revolution. By promoting the Green Revolution, he minimized the starvation rate in India. He promoted modern techniques of agriculture and irrigation to increase the crop production in India. Introducing HYV seeds, ensuring availability of water, using pesticides and insecticides and farm mechanization are some of the main ways in which Green Revolution has changed the Indian agriculture. But White Revolution was also promoted by him during his tenure. The White Revolution was a national campaign to increase the milk production in India. It eventually gave rise to Operation Flood, a project by NDTV, which became the world's largest dairy development program. The White Revolution was majorly promoted by him by supporting Amul Milk Cooperative of Anand, Gujarat, and creating a National Dairy Development Board. He visited Anand on 31st of October 1964 for the inauguration of the cattle food factory of Amul at Kanjari. It transformed India from a milk deficient nation to the world's largest producer of milk, surpassing USA in 1998. Talking about national defense now, Lal Bahadur Shastri maintained the territorial integrity during the 1965 Indo-Pakistan War and gave the famous slogan of his, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan. He also had given special attention to poverty and promoted self-efficiency, growing the economic sector. He had encouraged scientific invention and new technology, which was little helpful in the establishment of ISRO in 1969. Lal Bahadur Shastri was the first person to receive the Bharat Ratna Award posthumously. Deeply influenced by Gandhian principles and served the country with them, Lal Bahadur Shastri was always against the prevailing caste system and therefore decided to drop his surname Srivastava and thus took Shastri as a surname. Lal Bahadur Shastri died on 11th January 1966 under mysterious circumstances in Tashkent, Uzbekistan at the age of 61. The official reason of his death was said to be heart attack, but various theories and assumptions are made, so his death is still a mystery for all of us.
A very warm and refreshing good morning to everyone present here. Myself Vaishnavi Singh from class 8A, and today I am going to tell you about some of the greatest achievements of Indira Gandhi. So let us start. Indira Gandhi was born on 19 November 1917 in Allahabad, Uttar Pradesh. She was also known as Priyadarshini. She was the only daughter of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Srimati Kamala Nehru. She was a towering figure in Indian politics, serving as India's third Prime Minister for 2 non-consecutive tenures. Her father was India's first Prime Minister. In her childhood, she founded the Bal Charkha Sangh and in 1930 the Vana Sena of Children to help the Congress party during the non-cooperation movement. Post her father's death, she was appointed as the Information Broadcasting Minister in Lal Bahadur Shastri's government. But with Shastri's sudden death, in 1966, she was appointed as the Prime Minister of India. Her first tenure was from 1966 to 1977. As a PM, she was known to be strict and stubborn. She always wanted power by her side, alleviate poverty and hunger in the country. Her second tenure was from 1980 until her tragic assassination in 1984. One of her most remarkable achievements was the successful liberation of Bangladesh in 1971 during the Indo-Pakistani War. This military intervention not only resembled in the birth of Bangladesh, but also showed India's commitment to upholding the principles of self-determination and human rights on the international stage. In 1969, she took the decision to nationalize India's 14 biggest banks. By doing this, she ensured that banking services, which were only restricted for merchants and traders, was now accessible to the common man too. The government under Indira did not like this at all. Thus, keeping farmers at the forefront, Indira ensured India becomes self-sufficient in food security. She devised the term Garibi Hatao. On 12 June 1975, Allahabad High Court, on the grounds of corruption, declared Indira's election as null and void. Due to this judgment, there was a pressure on Indira to quit the post of Prime Minister, but she was in no mood to vacate the seat. To counter the situation, Indira got President Farakuddin Ali Ahmed to declare emergency in the country so that her tenure of PM continues. Amidst these corruption charges, elections too were postponed by 2 years. The foreign policies was also implemented between 1966 and 1977. She was a recipient of Bharat Ratna in 1972. Indira's anti-poverty campaign that led her to be known as Mother Indira among the country's poor and rural classes. She was assassinated by her bodyguards on 31st October 1984. After her death, she rested at the Shakti Sthal near the bank of Yamuna in Delhi. Thank you.
According to
one and all present here today as first group of class 8th A is going to tell you about the achievements of Morarji Desai. So let's first talk about the introduction of the Morarji Desai. Shri Morarji Desai was born on 29 February 1896 in the Bidai village known as the Bulsar district of Gujarat. His father was a school teacher and a strict discipliner. From his childhood, young Morarji Desai learned his father the value of hard work and truthfulness. Under all the circumstances, he was educated in the St. Busar High School and passed his matriculation exam after graduating from the Wilson Civil Service of the Bombay province in 1918. He served as a deputy collector of 12 years. In 1930, when India was a struggle launched by the Mahatma Gandhi, Shri Morarji Desai had lost his confidence in the British service of justice and decided to resign from his government service. And to plug into the struggle, it was very hard at the tough time of his life. Now I will tell you about the achievements of Morarji Desai. Number first, under the umbrella of the Janata Party, he won 1977 education. Number 2, Desai was elected Prime Minister and became the first non-Congress Prime Minister of India. Number 3, after India's first nuclear test in 1974, Desai helped to restore the friendly relation with China and Pakistan and won as India-Pakistan war in 1971. Number 4, he subsequently retired from all the political posts but continued to the campaign of the Janata Party in 1980. Number 5, after resigning from his job, the person who replaced the Morarji Desai was the Charan Singh, was the 6th Prime Minister of India between 1979 and 1980.
Very warm and refreshing good morning to everyone. I, Satyam Garg of class 8th B, is going to tell you about Chaudhary Charan Singh. Chaudhary Charan Singh served as the 5th Prime Minister of India between 28 July 1979 and 14 January 1980. He was born on 23rd December 1902 in Nurpur district, Ghaziabad of Uttar Pradesh and died on 23rd May 1987. In poor peasants' family, historians and people alike frequently refer to him as the champion of India's peasant. He was a good student and received a Master of Art degree in 1925 and Law degree in 1926 from Meerut College. In February 1937, he was elected to the Legislative Assembly of Uttar Pradesh, Chhaprauli, Bhagpat, at the age of 34 years. In 1938, he introduced an agricultural produce market bill in the assembly, which was intended to safeguard the interests of the farmers against the rapacity of the traders. The bill was adopted by most of the states in India. He was influenced by Mahatma Gandhi's non-violence and entered India's independence movement. He became Prime Minister of India in 1979. His speech to the nation on India's Independence Day, 15th August 1979, was very prophetic, in which he identified Pakistan's nuclear ambition as a major threat to India. He also mentioned that Indian labor laws had to be refined if India were to become competitive in world economy. He also opened high-level diplomatic relations with Israel, which later Indira Gandhi's government curtailed. He has written several books. Some of them are India's Economic Policy, the Gandhian Blueprint, Economic Nightmare of India, Its Cause and Cure, Cooperative Farming Exit. Chaudhary Charan Singh passed away on 29 May 1987. His memorial in New Delhi was named as Kisan Ghat because of his lifelong association with the farming communities of northern India. After India's independence, he came to be associated with socialists in the rural areas. In 1952, he was Revenue Minister of Uttar Pradesh, and one of his major contributions was that he did away with the Zamindari system and also brought in land reform acts. He was a strong opponent of Nehru's socialism and fell out with the Congress party. He left Congress in 1967 and formed his independent party known as Bharatiya Lok Dal. He served twice as Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. Address to the nation. After taking oath as Prime Minister on 28 July 1979, he said, "Our poverty has to be eliminated and the basic necessities of life made available to everyone citizen. Political leadership of the country must remember that nothing mocks our value and our dreams more than the desperate struggle of our people for existence. Nothing could therefore be more poignant than the look of despair in eyes of a starving child. Nothing could therefore be a more patriotic objective for our political leaders than to ensure that no child will go to bed hungry, that no family will fear for its next day's bread, and that the future and capacities of not a single Indian will be allowed to be stunned by malnutrition. In various capacities, established his image as a fair, honest administrator. He was strict in dealing with the 1953 Patwari strike crisis in the state of Uttar Pradesh. In 1979, he recognized the nation's rail workers' contributions and awarded them with a bonus. Chaudhry Charan Singh's interventions to reduce tax burden on and input costs for farmers' rural rectifications, his role in the creation of institutions like the NABARD, the Rural Development Ministry highlighted his intent and are remembered today. He wrote a unique book on etiquette in one of his incarceration, which was published with the title Shishtachar. He was the founder of Chaudhry Charan Singh University, CCSU. It was established in 1965 to cater to the needs of the higher education in western Uttar Pradesh. His enduring struggle for truth and equality remains an inspiration to our countrymen. The Rashtriya Lok Dal is a political organization dedicated to upholding his cause and ideals. That's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.
Good morning everyone present here. This is Angel Mary George of class 8B going to tell you about Rajiv Gandhi. Rajiv Ratna Gandhi was an Indian politician who served as the 6th Prime Minister of India from 1984 to 1989. He was born on 20th August 1944 in Mumbai to Indira Gandhi and Feroz Gandhi. He was the elder son of the former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi. Before joining mainstream politics, he was a professional pilot in Indian Airlines. He was a member of the Congress Party. Rajiv Gandhi had a great personality. He was the grandson of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. He studied at Dehradun between 1955 and 1960. Now let us talk about the achievements of Rajiv Gandhi in education. The greatest achievement of Rajiv Gandhi was technology. He is also known as the father of technology in India. He employed former Rockwell International executive Sam Pitroda as his advisor on public information, infrastructure and innovation. The National Education Policy, that is NEP, is a policy formulated by the Government of India to promote and regulate education in both rural and urban India. Moreover, in education, Rajiv Gandhi increased government support for science, technology and associated industries and reduced import quotas, taxes and tariffs on technology-based industries, especially computers, airlines, defense and telecommunication. He also introduced computerized railway reservation ticket and PCO revolutionized communication network to down to the village. Now let us talk about the achievements of Rajiv Gandhi as the 6th Prime Minister of India. Rajiv Gandhi's first action as the Prime Minister was in passing the Anti-Defection Law. The disallowed elected member of Parliament or Legislative Assembly from joining another party until the next election. This was to curb corruption and reduce political horse trading was rampant of the time. When a variety of these great achievements changed the voting age in India from 21 to 18. In the year 1988, calling it an expression of our full faith in youth of the country. He is also known for preparing the blueprint of the 73rd and 74th constitutional amendments. In addition, Rajiv Gandhi served until his defeat at the 1989 election and then became the leader of the opposition Lok Sabha, resigning in December 1990, 6 months before his own assassination. Rajiv Gandhi was also the General Secretary of Incorporation, that is INC. He was also the chairperson of Indian Youth Congress and National Students Union of India. Small steps of Rajiv Gandhi that made big differences in India. Rajiv Gandhi laid the foundation of modern India. He left an imprint of modernity. Rajiv Gandhi, besides being the father of technology, he is also known as the telecom revolution of India and architect of digital India. His main two achievements were Assam and Punjab Accord in 1985 and India-Sri Lanka Peace Accord in 1987. By coming to the end, Rajiv Gandhi solved many problems of the states by personal talks. He was a great leader and an inspiring person. However, on 21 May 1991 at Sri Parambudur, Tamil Nadu, he took his last breath. He died at the age of 46. It was a great loss for the whole country. He became the Prime Minister at the age of 40 and termed for 5 years from 1984 to 1989.
A true leader is one who inspires and empowers their people to reach the height of greatness. Good morning to everyone. I, Vaishnavi Gupta from class 8th D, is honored to share with you the remarkable accomplishment of Vishwanath Pratap Singh through this video. Vishwanath Pratap Singh, the 7th Prime Minister of India. Vishwanath Pratap Singh was born on 25 of June 1931 and died on 27 November of 2008. He was an Indian politician who was the 7th Prime Minister of India from 1989 to 1990 and the 41st Raja Bahadur of Malta. He is India's only Prime Minister to have formal royalty. Vishwanath Pratap Singh started his political journey from the age of 10. And before becoming the Prime Minister, he was the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh. He is also known for the implementation of the Mandal Commission during the Prime Ministership. Mr. V.P. Singh's short tenure of 11 months was full of interesting developments. He was educated at Allahabad University and Ferguson College in Pune and is also known for the encounter of Gang of Fulan. During his tenure as the Prime Minister, he implemented the Mandal Commission report for India's backward castes, which led to the major protest against the act. He also created a 62nd amendment and enacted the Scheduled Caste and Scheduled Tribe Act in 1989. During his term, the kidnapping of Ruwaiya Sayed happened, and on the ground the terrorists were released. In 1990, the infamous exodus of Kashmiri Hindu happened from the valley of Kashmir, and by 7th of November of 1990, Singh got resigned by the vote of no confidence against his government. Thank you.
So good morning everyone. Welcome to Social Exhibition. Today we are going to learn about our country's 8th Prime Minister चंद्रशेखर. जी हाँ, आज हम हमारे देश के 8वें प्रधानमंत्री चंद्रशेखर के बारे में पढ़ने वाले हैं. तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं. So let us first study about India's economy during that time. His government could not pass the budget at a crucial time when it had downgraded India and it further went down after the budget. जब उनके गवर्नमेंट बजट को पास नहीं कर पाई थी, तब इंडिया की इकोनॉमी जो थी थोड़ी सी डाउनग्रेड हुई थी. And global credit belongs to the rating agencies further downgraded India from investment grade, making it impossible to get even short-term loans, in no position to give any commitment to reform. Chandrasekhar had to authorize mortgaging of gold to avoid default of payment, and this action came in a particular criticism. चंद्रशेखर के बारे में जानने से पहले हम उनका इंट्रोडक्शन करते हैं। चंद्रशेखर was an Indian politician who served as the 8th Prime Minister of India. चंद्रशेखर एक इंडियन पॉलिटिशियन थे, एक नेता थे जिन्होंने भारत के 8वें प्रधानमंत्री होने का फर्ज निभाया। उन्होंने देश को 10 नवंबर 1990 से लेकर 21 जून 1991 तक अपने हाथ में लिया। He headed a military government of a breakaway faction to the Janata Dal with outside support from the Indian National Congress. He was the first Indian Prime Minister who had never held any prior government office. He was preceded by VP Singh and succeeded by Mr. P.V. Narasimha Rao. He was born on 17 April 1927 in Ibrahimpati, Uttar Pradesh. उनका जन्म 17 अप्रैल 1927 इब्राहिमपाटी जो कि उत्तर प्रदेश में हुआ था। Let us now study about his life achievements. His life biggest achievement was to join Congress. He joined Congress in 1964. From 1962 to 1967, he was the member of Rajya Sabha. He first entered the Lok Sabha in 1977. That is why he came to be known for his conviction and courage in the fight against the vested issues. तो उनकी लाइफ का सबसे बड़ा अचीवमेंट था कांग्रेस को ज्वाइन करना। उन्होंने कांग्रेस 1964 में ज्वाइन करा और वह कांग्रेस में 1962 से लेकर 1967 तक वह उसमें कांग्रेस में जुड़े रहे। वह राज्यसभा के भी मेंबर थे, लेकिन राज्यसभा में आने के बाद फिर वह लोकसभा में गए थे, जो कि 1977 ईयर में। इस वजह से वह अपने साहस के लिए जाने जाते थे। Now, a question is how he became as Prime Minister of India. अब वह देश के प्रधानमंत्री कैसे बने? By deposing VP Singh, Chandrasekhar seized the movement and left the Janata Dal with several of his own supporters to form the Samajwadi Janata Party. He won a confidence motion with the support of his 64 MPs and was sworn as Prime Minister of India. VP Singh को पद से हटाकर चंद्रशेखर को प्राइम मिनिस्टर का दर्जा दिया गया था। तब उन्होंने इस मूवमेंट को देखकर जनता दल पार्टी को छोड़ने का निर्णय लिया और उनके साथ उनके सपोर्ट में 64 एमपीज भी खड़े थे। इस वजह से इसी सपोर्ट के कारण वह देश के प्रधानमंत्री के रूप में जाने गए। So let us now study about family of PM Chandrasekhar. He married from Duja Devi and has two sons named Neeraj Shekhar and Pankaj Shekhar Singh. उनका विवाह दूजा देवी के साथ हुआ था और उनके दो पुत्र थे, नीरज शेखर एंड पंकज शेखर सिंह। नीरज शेखर सिंह 10 नवंबर 1968 का उनका जन्म हुआ था। वह भी एक इंडियन पॉलिटिशियन है जो कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी को बिलोंग करते हैं। उन्होंने समाजवादी पार्टी को लेफ्ट करा और बीजेपी में वह आए थे 16 जुलाई 2019 को। अब आते हैं सेकंड सन चंद्रशेखर के, जिनका नाम है पंकज शेखर सिंह। पंकज शेखर सिंह also has been active in the politics since 2002. He is also the Vice President of BJP in Uttar Pradesh state. वह भी पॉलिटिक्स से काफी ज्यादा जुड़े हुए हैं। वह वाइस प्रेसिडेंट है बीजेपी पार्टी के उत्तर प्रदेश स्टेट में। So our next topic is education, national movement and government. Education. So our first topic is education. Chandrasekhar studied at Allahabad University, Satish Chandra College. He attended Allahabad University, obtaining his master's degree in political science in 1950. He was known as a firebrand in student politics and started his political career. चंद्रशेखर ने अपनी डिग्री इलाहाबाद यूनिवर्सिटी सतीश चंद्र कॉलेज से प्राप्त की थी और उन्होंने अपनी डिग्री जो कि मास्टर डिग्री थी पॉलिटिकल साइंस में 1950 के वर्ष में प्राप्त की थी। इस वजह से उन्हें फार बैंड स्टूडेंट पॉलिटिक्स में जाना जाता था और उसके बाद तुरंत वह धीरे धीरे करके पॉलिटिक्स में आते थे। भारत यात्रा, अ नेशनल मूवमेंट। तो ये एक ऐसा मूवमेंट था जो कि चंद्रशेखर द्वारा नेशन के लिए लॉन्च हुआ था। भारत यात्रा took place in the year of 1983 when Chandrasekhar traveled from Kanyakumari to New Delhi to know the country better. ये तब जब 1983 की बात है जब ये भारत यात्रा का आरंभ हुआ था चंद्रशेखर के द्वारा। चंद्रशेखर इस यात्रा के दौरान कन्याकुमारी से लेकर न्यू दिल्ली तक गए थे, देश को अच्छी तरह से खोजा। इसी कारण उन्हें यंग टर्क नाम से भी जाना जाता है और वह नियरली 4260 किलोमीटर उन्होंने कन्याकुमारी से न्यू दिल्ली तक पैदल ट्रैवल करा था। अब थर्ड हमारा टॉपिक आता है गवर्नमेंट। कौन से प्रकार की उस समय सरकार थी? He headed a military government of a breakaway faction of the Janata Dal. The National Front NF was a coalition led by Janata Dal, which formed India's government between 1989 and 1990. उन्होंने एक military government follow करा जनता दल से। The National Front NF was a coalition. अब नेशनल फ्रंट एक टाइप का पॉलिटिशियन गवर्नमेंट था जो कि जनता दल द्वारा फॉर्म हुआ था, बना था। इससे क्या हुआ, हमारे जो देश में जो सरकार थी वो धीरे धीरे करके बनने लगी। 1989 में उसका प्रारंभ हुआ और फिर वो आगे उसका स्टार्टिंग हो गई थी। 1989 और 1990 के बीच में इसका सबसे ज्यादा इफेक्ट पड़ा था। So that's all. Thank you and have a nice day.
History is something which makes us feel proud of our nation. I, Priya Dutta from class 8C, got this golden opportunity to enlighten you all with the achievements of the great leader, P.V. Narasimha Rao, through this video under the supervision of the leader. Narasimha Rao was born on 20th June 1921. He was an Indian lawyer and served India as 9th Prime Minister between 1991 and 1992. He studied in the universities of Mumbai and Nagpur, where he completed his master's degree in law. Before he was a member of Indian National Congress, he was actively involved in satyagrahi movements and got arrested by British. Narasimha Rao was a minister of Union Cabinet for both Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi. P.V. Narasimha Rao succeeded as the Prime Minister after the Congress having won the largest number of seats in the elections of 1991. During his tenure, many economic reforms and policies were made. He appointed Manmohan Singh as the finance minister, who played an instrumental role in revising the country's economy. Here's the image which shows P.V. Narasimha Rao appointing Manmohan Singh. Some of the strategies executed by them, introducing the SCBI Act of 1992 and the Security Law Amendment, which gave SCBI the legal authority to register and regulate all security market intermediaries, encouraging foreign direct investment by increasing the maximum limit on share of foreign capital in joint ventures from 40% to 51%, with 100% foreign equity permitted in private sector. Corruption charges. Apart from economic policies, he was framed in corruption charges. In the year 1993, P.V. Narasimha Rao's government faced a no confidence motion where the opposition accused the ruling government to lack of sufficient members for a clear majority. P.V. Narasimha Rao was accused of bribing the members of Jharkhand Mukti Morcha to vote for his again subsequently. After P.V. Narasimha Rao completed his tenure as the Prime Minister of India, however, in the year 2002, the Delhi High Court cleared all the charges due to lack of credibility of certain evidences that asserted the folly of P.V. Narasimha Rao. Unfortunately, on 9th of December 2004, P.V. Narasimha Rao died after suffering from a heart disease. He was admitted in All India Institute of Medical Science. A memorial of P.V. Narasimha Rao is being erected in Ekta Sthal in Delhi. The tablet on his memorial reads, known as the Scholar Prime Minister of India. He was also known as Viraspati, wise man of Andhra Pradesh. P.V. Narasimha Rao left his lustrous marks on those pages of history which remind us of his intelligence and patriotism. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, myself Kavya Arwal of class 8B is here to disseminate you about H.D. Deve Gowda and his achievements. Let's get started with our agenda. H.D. Deve Gowda is an Indian politician who served as the 11th Prime Minister of India from 1 June 1996 to 21 April 1997. He was previously the 8th Chief Minister of Karnataka from 1994 to 1996. He is presently a Member of Parliament in the Rajya Sabha representing Karnataka. H.D. Deve Gowda was born on 18 May 1933 in Haranandhalli of the erstwhile of Kingdom of Mysore. His father, Dodle Gowda, was a paddy farmer and mother, Devamma, was a homemaker. Gowda earned a diploma in civil engineering from LV. Let's talk about some of the achievements of H.D. Deve Gowda. He was a prominent political personality who played an efficient role uplifting the lower classes of society, mainly agrarians. He also did a lot of development of Karnataka. When he was the Chief Minister of Karnataka, he introduced a reservation system that favored minority, backward classes, scheduled classes and tribes and women too. He solved the problem of Ekdam Meridian in Hubli and also announced a complete survey of the state for the purpose of its development. Once the survey was done with, the government took relief measures. He became president of the state unit of Janata Dal in 1994 and was considered to be a driving force in the party's victory in Karnataka. He also served as Home Minister for some time. His Prime Minister tenure lasted for less than a year. He is credited for providing financial and development of the Delhi Metro project. He was the one to think of connecting East, South, North, West roadways, which later developed a golden quadrilateral by successive governments. He was the PM to go to China and better relations between China and our country. Farmers of Punjab, Bihar, UP, etc. remember him for his pro-farmer works. His contribution was so great that even farmers of Punjab named grain in his name. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. I, Anava from class 8C is here to share with you about the remarkable accomplishment of Indra Kumar Gujral this morning. So let's get started. So first, his tenure. Indra Kumar Gujral was an Indian diplomat, politician and freedom activist who served as the 12th Prime Minister of India from April 1987 to March 1998. His tenure lasted for less than a year. Let's talk about his achievements. Indra Kumar Gujral was the Minister of Information and Broadcasting during the emergency. In 1976, he was appointed as the Ambassador of India to the Soviet Union. In 1966, he became the Minister of External Affairs in Deve Gowda Ministry and developed the Gujral Doctrine during this period. His party name was Janata Dal. His main focus was to respect the geographical integrity and sovereignty of each South Asian Union. Thank you.
Hello everyone, myself Samarth Goel of class 8th D and today I am going to tell you about Atal Bihari Vajpayee and his achievement. The 10th Prime Minister of India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, led India through the path of progress. He died on 16th August 2018. Here is a list of his achievements that gave India a recognition in the world. Prime achievement of Atal Bihari Vajpayee as the PM of India came through his road development project. The Golden Quadrilateral connected 4 metros, Kolkata, Chennai, Delhi and Mumbai through a network of highways. Former PM of India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee's next achievement was bringing in privatization. He privatized a few companies like VSNL, PALCO and India Petrochemical Corporation Limited. The biggest achievement of Atal Bihari Vajpayee was its foundation of the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan that made education a fundamental right for children aged between 6 to 14 years. It was owing to Atal Bihari Vajpayee's new telecom policy that made India witness a growth of telecom penetration from 3% to 70% in a span of 12 years. Former PM of India, Atal Bihari Vajpayee was the one to approve and inaugurate the first metro project in Delhi that started from Kashmir Gate to Salimpur. It was Atal Bihari Vajpayee who gave birth to the Lok East policy that is currently followed by the PM Modi. He improved relations with China, US and Pakistan. Atal Bihari Vajpayee passed the Chandrayaan-1 project on 15th August 2003. He also introduced the Fiscal Responsibility Act to bring down fiscal deficit and in span of 5 years. He took public sector saving to a good positive score. Under Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government, India gained the status of full-fledged nuclear state portal. It was the second Indian nuclear test, the first being Operation Smiling Butta conducted in May 1974. Thank you.
Very warm and refreshing good morning to everyone present here. I, Pratigya Yadav from class 8E, today here to represent a short speech on a topic Dr. Manmohan Singh. Let us start with introduction. Dr. Manmohan Singh was born on September 26, 1932 in Punjab. He served as the 13th Prime Minister of India from 2004 to 2014. He is the third longest serving Prime Minister after Jawaharlal Nehru and Indira Gandhi. Dr. Singh is a man of integrity and intellect and of course a great economist. Let's start with some achievements of Manmohan Singh. After independence in 1947, Indian government faced a major problem to develop economy and to solve the issue. The low annual growth rate of the economy of India before 1980, which stagnated around 3.5% from 1950s to 1980s, while per capita income averaged 1.3%. After facing all the problems, P.V. Narasimha Rao and Finance Minister Manmohan Singh introduced the LPG or Liberalization, Privatization and Globalization model reforms in India on July 24, 1991. It was aimed at making the Indian economy as fastest growing economy and globally competitive. Let's talk about more achievements of Manmohan Singh. Singh's ministry enacted a National Employment Guarantee Act MGNREGA in 2005. Singh's government continued the Golden Quadrilateral and the Highway Modernization Program that was initiated by Vajpayee's government. Manmohan Singh also worked on reforming the banking and financial sector as well as public sector companies.
Hello everyone, today myself Pratik Sagar, I am from class 8th A. Today I will tell you about our current Prime Minister Narendra Damodar Das Modi. Let's begin. Our Prime Minister Narendra Damodar Das Modi was born on 17 September 1950 in Vadinagar, Gujarat. He himself is a role model for many citizens around the globe. He is one poor tea-selling kid who rose to become one of India's most powerful, influenced Prime Minister. He was elected as Chief Minister of Gujarat from 2001 to 2004. His administration was considered a conflict in 2002 Gujarat riots and has been criticized for the management of crisis. In the year 2014, he became the Prime Minister of India. Let's talk about some achievement under our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. We have achieved the following schemes: बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ, जनधन आधार एंड मोबाइल, संसद आदर्श ग्राम योजना, प्रधानमंत्री किसान सम्मान निधि, स्वच्छ भारत अभियान, मुद्रा योजना, वय वंदना योजना. Next is Beti Bachao Beti Padhao was launched by our Prime Minister on 22 January 2050 at Panipat, addressing the declining child sex ratio and related issues of women empowerment. Next we have is Jandhan Aadhar and Mobile. It is a Government of India initiative which aims to deal with leakage of government subsidy by linking Jandhan Aadhar accounts Aadhars with the mobile number of Indian citizens. Next we have Sansad Adarsh Gram Yojana. It is a rural development program broadly focusing on development in the village, which includes such development, cultural development and spread motivation amongst the people on social mobilization of village communities. Next we have Swachh Bharat Abhiyan or Clean India Mission is a country-wide campaign initiated by Government of India on 2 October 2014 to eliminate open defecation and improve solid waste management and to create open defecation free. Now we have bibliography. I have used this internet website to create this video. I hope you like it. First is www.wikipedia.org. Second, www.pmindia.gov.in. Third is Google. Namaste, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Now we have come to the end of our presentation.
Prime Minister play very important role for the country as the greatest leaders.
Their achievements make big differences in India.
Let us salute them for their sacrifices and achievements.
We hope that this presentation has helped you all to know much more about our Prime Ministers. Thank you.